Hey guys, Ladios here. I'm back with another video, and this is a very special, long time coming video. This is honestly also a very special video for me because this is actually the first time in so long that I've uh, been able to get any of these particular Beyblades. Now, yes, this is going to be an unboxing video. I'm going to be doing everything all in one video. Just it's going to be easier for me. Um, but yeah, so we're unboxing 5 Beyblades in this one video. And as you guys can see, these are not Beyblade Burst beys. These are particularly Beyblade Shogun Steel beys. And I'm so excited for these because these are new in box, straight from Amazon actually, and they're all from Hasbro as well. So a little bit about my relationship with the Shogun Steel beys. I actually was never really able to get that many of them. I'm not really sure why. I do remember picking up a few and I have them here with me and I'll show you those. I don't know why I never got these when they were originally in stores. I guess maybe the stores I was looking at didn't have them and I just wasn't looking at it online, or maybe I wasn't working as much. I don't really remember. But the Shogun Steel beys, for those of you that don't know, when Beyblade the Metal Saga came to the West, it was perfect. The quality was great. It had the same names for the most part. Some names were a little changed. Some stickers was a little bit changed as well, but it looked exactly as a Beyblade should look like for the most part. And that was the case for the first 2 seasons. When 4D or Metal Fury came out, Hasbro butchered Metal Fury so much, and that's when I started buying the 4D beys from Takaratomi, and since then I've been exclusively Takaratomi. But when Shogun Steel came, they basically kind of fixed all of those issues. But there was a few issues here and there, which we'll get to in a little bit. But they fixed it, and I said, all right, well, since it's now fixed and it's supposed to be how it's supposed to be for the most part, I'm gonna start buying the Hasbro Shogun Steel beys. But I actually didn't really buy that many of them, so I don't really know what happened. So I actually have all the Shogun Steel beys I have here, that I had before, and again, the Shogun Steel was really the only Metal Saga beys that I never really got. And thanks to T-Flame, who again I've mentioned many times is a big fan of the channel and a really good friend of mine as well, he let me know that Amazon recently got a new old stock of many Shogun Steel beys, and here we are. So I got all the ones I could find there. But real quick, so I got 4 Shogun Steel beys and 2 0G beys. The 0G being the Takaratomi version of Shogun Steel. So before we get into those, let's look at the 4 Shogun Steel beys I do have. We got Guardian Leviathan, which I love this Beyblade a lot. Pirates Kraken, which I also love a lot. Then we've got Ronin Dragoon, which I also love a lot. It's pretty cool. And then we've got Thief Phoenix, which is a really cool bey, but for some reason this Beyblade, like, it always, like, just, you try to put it up, but it just, like, wants to fall down, like, to give you guys an example. I go, okay, well, now it's not doing that, but normally it wants to do that. Normally you put it down and it will just want to flop over. So yeah, got Thief Phoenix. And then we also have, sorry. Oh wait, okay, so that was it. So those were the 4, see, now it just did that. So those were the 4 Shogun Steel beys I had. And then for 0G beys, I had Samurai Ifrit, which is a really cool bey. I love its designs. And you can see that this has stickers. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, yeah. So these Beyblades, the Shogun Steel Beyblades, were the last Beyblades released before the Burst series started. So yeah, we got Samurai Ifrit here, which was one of the first Beyblades for the Shogun Steel line. Again, this is the Takaratomi version. And then we have the final Pegasus, which is Samurai Pegasus. which is a really cool bay as well. And yeah, I have not used this tip. So yeah, beautiful Beyblade. And I mean, I think its performance overall was okay. But yeah, I think there were a couple other better ones. But yeah, so we're going to be unboxing 5 of these, and these are all Shogun Steel. So we got a lot to do, and I'm so excited because this is a little bit nostalgic because, again, I was never able to unbox Shogun Steel Beys, I don't think. I don't remember if I did unboxing video for these. But yeah, you know, like, it's nostalgic because I think that this is the first time I'm doing Shogun Steel Beys unboxing. But it's, you know, it might not be, but if it's not, it's the first time in a very long time. But it's even more special because these are bays I was never able to get, and it's even more special for a third reason because it's kind of nostalgic because this is from the Metal Saga, and the Metal Saga is still my favorite generation of Beyblades, and you know how they are and stuff, and we'll be explaining all of that as we get into this video. But I'm so excited for this, guys. I've had this for about like 2 weeks now, I guess, and I've just been meaning to unbox these. I've just been kind of busy, but let's get started with Ninja Salamander. So Ninja Salamander released alongside Samurai Ifrit, and this was basically, think about like Spriggan to Valkyrie, right? So like these two were the rivals. But yeah, so this is Ninja Salamander. Then we've got the code SSO2 for Shogun Steel. We've got the faceplate sticker here. The cool, I loved the Shogun Steel logo. It's really cool. So the cool Shogun over there. Battle Online, BeybladeBattles.com. I loved this website so much. I really wish they continued this. I don't know, like the Burst app that they have is really, really cool. I do like the Burst app a lot for the phones. But BeybladeBattles.com was amazing. It kind of made me think about the Chaotic trading card game implemented with Beyblades. Because Chaotic, the trading card game for Chaotic, each card had a unique code, and you could use that particular card with those card stats online. Because each card, even if you had a duplicate of that card, its stats would be different. So it was really, really cool. I still have all my cards. I really wish Chaotic would come back. I mean, we've got Beyblades, we got Bakugan back as well. Like, I really, really hope Chaotic can come back, and there's rumors that they will be coming back. But yeah, so BeybladeBattles.com, Chaotic kind of started the whole like implementing card games and toys like this physically, but then allowing you to play them online as well. So Chaotic was really revolutionary in a lot of ways, and it's still a fantastic card game. But yeah, so I really wish we kept this. Got the Shogun Steel, Bay Battle Tops with Synchrome technology. Only use Beyblade Tops with a Bay Stadium and Hasbro. Let it rip. I loved the graffiti aesthetics of the Metal Saga. Takatomi went a little bit more into it than Hasbro did, but Hasbro went more like in a punk style, whereas Takatomi went more punk but graffiti and grittiness as well. Ninja Salamander, it's a balance type. SW145SD will explain what all of this is. Here's the things that it includes. Oh, the Beyblade Stadium. So this is the Synchrome system. Create a Synchrome by combining 2 warrior wheels for a heavier top with double the metal power. And this was the gimmick for the Shogun Steel Beys, which was really, really cool. So we got Shogun Faceplate, Warrior Wheel, Element Wheel, Spin Track, and Performance Step. So I loved that Hasbro actually kept the original names as opposed to Burst, where they butchered the names. But yeah, so we got Ninja's the Element Wheel, Warrior Wheel Salamander, Faceplate Salamander. Then we got the Spin Track, which is SW145, which is the Switch 145. 145 is the height. So for those of you that don't know, the drivers or the performance tips that Burst Bays have, they were separated. And then the the middle section would be the spin track, and there was different heights for those and different gimmicks. And then you would have the performance tip, which is the tip, and that itself has different gimmicks as well. So I feel like the Metal Saga was a little bit more customizable in this way as well. But a little bit. Burst became super customizable later on. So the performance tip is SD, which means semi-defense, steady trajectory. And then we've got the stats here. All right, so we got a lot of Beyblades. I'm not going to be really going through all of them. But yeah, this is so exciting, guys. This is so like nostalgic in a way that I don't even know how it's really nostalgic, because, you know, like I never had Shogun Steel Beys other than those 4. And I guess it's more me unboxing these because I was never really able to. All right. Okay, so got nothing in here. Box is kind of damaged. We've got the ripcord launchers, and these still feel so comfortable. Like this, my fingers just wrap around them and hug them so well. I love these ripcord launchers. The ones that Hasbro has released for Burst sucks. We've got some instructions here. And then it kind of explains the multiple ways that you can go about doing this, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the mode changes over there. Pretty cool that they used these like Asian style fonts. And yeah. Cool, not bad. And see, look, this is like Hasbro caring, like advertising the thing, explaining the online thing, explaining the different parts better. But then, like, look at this. They explain the rules pretty well, and then they get a couple of tips that you can just use. It's really, really cool. Again, this is when Hasbro cared. We've got the Ninja Salamander code over here, which I loved that all the Hasbro Beyblades kind of had this, a character thing here, and then you would lift it up. I still have those, it's just away right now. And so yeah, it would have like the owner of the Beyblade here. You would lift it up, and then on the inside, because it will be like a 2-part thing, on the inside it will have the Beyblades and the parts, very similar to how it is here in the back. And then yeah, that's basically it. And then the code, I mean, like the website's down, but still. And then we have the ripcord, which I liked that they had brought back the mode for the original Plastic Gen ripcords, because this is how the original Plastic Gens look like. But yeah, this was the issue with it, which is like it was always bent. But then you had to like bend it into position. It's just like the charm of Beyblade doing all of this. Like, it's so nostalgic. And then you just put that in. And what was always really cool about these as well is that usually the launcher and the ripcord always matched, or usually always matched, the aesthetic of the Beyblade, which you'll see here in a minute. So we can remove this. Then we got the little tool. I have way too many tools. This was one of the annoying parts, like all of them came with tools, just like all of them came with launchers, but it's understandable why. But yeah, I have way too many tools and way too many launchers. I gotta get rid of some of them. But the tool is important because it is how you assemble the Beyblade. So let's go with WD. And, oh, sorry, not WD, SD, semi-defense. So this was a pretty decent defensive tip as well. You can see it's a little bit sharp there. Pretty nice color. Then we've got the track, as the SW145, and basically you would need to just push this up and down, remove that, flip this around, and then it's in a different mode. So this particular track was really customizable, depending on what you wanted. And then we've got Ninja. I just loved how these elemental wheels look like. And then you can see over here, there's like a fire and a couple of other designs as well. It's really, really cool. And then we have Salamander as the warrior wheel and Salamander as the face bolt. Really, really cool. So again, with the other ones, we're going to be going so much faster. I just want to really explain all of these. How Hasbro fixed everything with the Shogun Steel. We got all the beys, we got all the parts. They fixed it. Again, they butchered it with Metal Fury. They took away all the gimmicks. They basically did what they did with Burst. But at least the quality wasn't cardboard. So in a way, I guess the Metal Fury was a little bit better in a way, ironically. But yes, so with Shogun Steel, they gave us all the gimmicks, all the parts again, except they changed a few things. First, let's take a look at Samurai Ifrit. As you can see, the face bolt was still called like a face bolt, but it was called the stone face, basically, because it kind of looked like a stone. The issue with the Hasbro ones is they kind of made it into a cross, so they kind of removed these, and I'm not sure why. So yeah, it's really interesting that they changed the shape of the face bolt, because I really liked how these face bolts look. They look like a gem on top of this already looking like a elemental thing, or like a gem as well, or a crystal. So that was one of the things I loved about these Beyblades, is they looked like crystals. But yes, so then the biggest other change is, other than the sticker on the face bolt, they did not include stickers for anything else. So that's why, for example, Guardian Leviathan, you guys don't see me having stickers on it, but for Samurai Ifrit you do, because again, this is the Takatomi version. So that is something that is a little bit upsetting. So that's how Hasbro screwed up a little bit, but honestly, considering they fixed the biggest issues, I feel like it's okay that they didn't include stickers other than the face bolt one. So it's fine. I don't mind it as much, because again, they fixed so many issues that the Metal Fury base had. And I guess really the last big change about them is these face bolts are also a little bit longer than the traditional Metal Series face bolts. That is normal. The 0G, the Takatomi ones also had like that. That's because these here are a little bit thicker. So one of the gimmicks about the Shogun Steel base is that you had this indent here and this hole, then you have this peg, and then indent over there. So you basically just line them up, and then you have the warrior wheel, basically, or the fusion wheel. Look at this detail, it's so cool. So yeah, so then you have the fusion wheel here, and what was cool about this is that you could put it like this. I'm not really gonna build this one just because. So let's just pretend like it's fully built here. I'll build it later. And yeah, so this is why it needed to be a little bit longer, the face bolts. But yeah, you can have it like this, okay? And we'll get to the other elements in a little bit. Let's just go on with the other Beyblades. Oh yeah, and another thing. So yes, they fixed the Beyblades. They gave the parts the right name, as they always did. And they removed stickers, but they did do some, except with the exception of the face bolt, but they did do something that a lot of people, even myself, praise Hasbro for doing. A lot of these Beyblades, such as Thief Phoenix, were not painted in the Japanese versions, in the 0G, the Takatomi versions. So Hasbro actually painted some of these, and you know, some of these the paint on them were fantastic. Again, this was not painted in the Japanese version. So again, Hasbro fixed so much stuff that we really just couldn't really complain that much. If we really wanted stickers, we could always just print stickers and apply it on them, and then it would basically be perfect. Honestly, other than the face bolts being a completely different shape for the most part, I really had no big issues with Shogun Steel. Again, the stickers is annoying that they didn't include it, but you can just print it. So yeah. Actually, yeah, let's just go with Bandit Golem, and you guys will see why in a minute. So we got the Golem face bolt icon over there, Beyblade, Bandit Golem SS20, DF145 BS, and it's a defensive type. And then here we go. The warrior wheel is Golem, elemental wheel is Bandit, spin track DF145, which is down force. So yeah, that's what DF stands for, and the 145 is the height. And then the performance tip is BS, bottom spike. Okay. So yeah, so Hasbro kind of screwed up by not giving the stickers, but they fixed Shogun Steel in so many ways, which is really, really impressive. And it's so sad looking at how well Hasbro were fixing themselves compared to how they butchered the Burst series. So again, same thing over here. This one's a little bit different, I suppose, than the Ninja Salamander one. But yeah, so keep this here to the side. We're not gonna stretch out the ripcord. I'm just gonna leave it like this. So this is how this looks. And again, the only reason why is because this video is already really long and we have a lot of Beyblades to get to. And then we have this. All right, the tool. Okay, so the face bolt fell out. So we got ball spike. It's a pretty nice, like amber brownish color. I really like this color. It's pretty cool. Okay, down force 145, which is actually a spin track I do like pretty decent amount. So yeah, as you can see, it's got these blades and it's kind of like going downwards. So as the Beyblade spins, it creates a down force basically. Again, I just really loved how good these parts were in the metal series. Then we got Bandit. I love this green color. Wow. It's like a forest deep green, emerald green. I love this. And then we've got Golem. And then you can see the Golem over here. It makes me think of like armored plating and like a clay monster kind of thing. And then we got the Golem face bolt. Yeah, I always saw this as a clay monster, but I guess it's just like a big buffed up knight or something like that. So that's interesting. But all right, the reason why we are not, and then here we go, Bandit Golem. So the reason why we are not putting these guys together is because, so yes, you had this as one of the gimmicks of the Beyblade. So you would put it like this, right? The spin track would be over here. You guys will see it in a little bit. But you can also do this. And then this becomes a little bit more traditional to how the metal bays were, because they had like a thick wheel. I mean, you know, now the metal wheel is thin, but the metal bays, like the previous 3 series, the metal wheel was thick, and then in the inside was a clear, translucent colored wheel. So this is very reminiscent of how it looked like, just a lot thinner for the metal one. But yeah, you could battle it like this if you wanted, but you know, the reason why this is called synchron, as you guys saw earlier. Also, yeah, so we got Ninja over here. If I wanted to do Bandit Ninja, this is all we do. Just like that. And then we can easily just put the face boat on. Again, I just love how these look like crystals and like gems. They just look so cool. But yeah, so then what you can do is you could join these two metal wheels together, Bandit and Salamander. Same exact concept as with the elemental wheel. And then there you go. Now this is really thick. And then you could just simply put on the face bolt. So these were so well designed. So again, then you can have it like this, or you can have it like this. And the reason why I switched the face bolt is because this is Golem, so it belongs to Golem. That's how I always saw it. So for example, the energy ring, I would not mix a Eldrago with a Pegasus energy ring. I feel like that's just taboo. Like, you should not be doing that. That is wrong. But yeah, so yep, so you can do that, and then it becomes heavy, and we'll keep some of that in mind. But now you're probably wondering, can you do that with the elemental wheels? Technically, yes, but here's the issue with that. See, so can't really do that because there's no weight to it, and it's not going to be hitting, and it's too tall. But all right, now let's get on to the next one. Actually, let me just, yeah, no, we'll go into the next one. Up next, we've got Berserker Behemoth, which is supposed to be a really, really good Beyblade. So yeah, SR200 BWD. Oh wow, the colors for this, yes, this looks beautiful. So we got the Warrior Wheel Behemoth, Elemental Wheel Berserker, Spintrack SR200, so stamina rings, and it alters the center of gravity. And then BWD, Big Wide Defense. So this is like stamina, what the hell? I would assume it would be more defensive, but okay. Well, we'll see how the tip looks. Okay, Berserker Behemoth card. Instructions we don't need to look at. Ripcord. Launcher. Okay, that was weird. We've got like a ash gray tool, so that's interesting. Now we've got BWD. I don't know, I still feel like this, I guess it could be used for stamina, but I feel like it would also be good for a defensive type. It's pretty thick too, wow. And then this is SR200. So it's a pretty tall spin track, pretty thick too. Yeah, I feel like this is probably like a balance between stamina and defense. And I just love this color. This color is so beautiful. And we've got Berserk. So it's pretty nice. I feel like these symbols on them, interesting, because this has the same elemental symbol, as you can see over there, as Bandit. So that's interesting, but for Salamander, it's a fire. there was a purpose to this. I just don't remember what that was. I think it's to indicate if it's a defensive or attack or stamina or balance type. I don't really remember. In the box, I mean, it's Hasbro stats. You know, you can't really trust those that much. But then we have Behemoth, which I love its design. Look at this. There you go. It's like a dragon or like a dinosaur. And this is its eye, and like these designs are fantastic, man. Like this is just so cool. But for this one, we will put it together. Oh, this is just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. And then, yep, that is so beautiful. All right. And then just so that you guys can see the other side as well. Pretty cool. So this is how the tools worked. You had one side that was completely circular and then one side that's semicircle. Semicircle is for the face bolt, completely circle is for the performance step. So what you would do is you would get your spin track. You got these arrows, and then you have these slots right over here, and then right over here as well. You basically just line them up. This is just so cool, like tightening up a Metal Saga Beyblade for the first time again in so long. And then yeah, so this is literally like a screw, like a mechanic screw. So you just turn it in. You don't want to do it too tight though, because it can break. And then there you go. And you now have the Beyblade together, and then you just put this on. And for this, there are slots right in there, and they kind of go into where this is. So just put that on, and you can tighten it with your finger if you're able to. Some of them are a little bit tricky, but if not, you just use the other side of the tool. Clicks, and ta-da, voila. And wow, this is huge. So yeah, this is really impressive. This is a super tall Beyblade. So that's basically what the tools are for. For some reason though, these don't really match the aesthetic of this. As you guys can see, this matches this matches this one. So it's really weird that this kind of doesn't. But alright guys, we got two more. So we got Pirates Orochi, and we've got Gladiator Behemoth. I think I'm gonna leave this one for last. I kind of wanted to leave this one for last just because I like the colors, but I feel like I should leave that one for last. So we got Pirate Orochi, and I think that this was another one that it was exclusively colored to Hasbro. So we got the Orochi wheel, Pirate Elemental wheel, Spin Track 145. They did use 145 a lot, and the performance tip is D, which is just defense. But yeah, so you are about to see how this looks with the different sizes. Okay. Pirate Orochi, Ripcord. Oh, I love, wow, hold on. I love this color. Just look at this launcher, it's so beautiful. And this is still so comfortable, and it's so sturdy too. Wow, and look at this tool. This tool is so beautiful. This is so cool. See, this is what I mean. The aesthetics match. Don't understand this aesthetic though. Instructions. We've got the D tip. We've got 145. which does not want to come off. All right, we will come back to that. We got the pirate warrior wheel, and this, I love how cloudy this looks. But yes, and as you can see over here, we got a water element. So fire element, I'm guessing this is stone element, and then water element. But yeah, so this is the same one that's under Pirate's Kraken. So as you can see, let me position it better. There you go. So got like the tentacle and yeah, so. But honestly, I still love this. Like, this is like an icy blue, cloudy blue. It's just, it's so beautiful. 145. And then the Orochi. Oh, wow, this is so beautiful. I kind of don't want to use this Beyblade. I mean, if this is any consideration, it will probably hold out pretty well. But just look at this. It's a nice matte blue. And then it's like a snake, as you guys can see, with the eyes and the fangs. It's pretty cool. There's some detail down here too. Nice. All right, for this though, we're just gonna load it up real quick so you guys can see this. Okay, it's such a well-designed Beyblade. Like, see, like the designs for the burst bays are amazing, but they feel so cluttered. These designs are so in tune and so like natural and organic. So yeah, for this one, we're kind of gonna put this in a different one. I just want to show you how it's gonna look like with a different color here, just so you can see that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're gonna go with a different color for a different side for this, with the elemental wheel up. Okay, and then same thing, align the arrows. Okay, and then there we go. So that's another way that you can have these. Just so that you guys can understand the height thing. Yep. Well, you guys aren't really seeing that, so let me lift this up a little. Okay, this is not gonna work. Oh, what's that? Okay. So, as you guys can see over here, there's a big height difference, which is really, really impressive. As you guys can see right there. Yeah, let me bring this closer. So see, they're both over there, but as you can see, there is a height difference. And that's because all of these have different heights and you can change them. So yeah, pretty cool. Now I'm just gonna fuse these two together. Okay, we're gonna go with the Ninja Salamander one, or sorry, the Ninja Golem option. This one always confuses me because like it's so open, so I always get this one a little wrong. There we go. So yeah, we're just gonna leave Golem there for right now. We'll come back to it, but yeah. So this is another way that you can have the Beyblades. So yeah, these were basically the 3 ways that you could have your Beyblades in Shogun Steel, which was really, really cool. And this is heavy, like super, super heavy, especially compared to this. And this one's a little bit heavier than this one, honestly. But yeah, this is heavy. So we'll leave this for now and we'll get Golem assembled in a little bit. Let's just go into the final one. Gladiator Behemoth. But we will be right back because I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna have to do this. Gonna have to transfer this to my computer and then record it and then edit the two parts together. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We've got some time now. Real quick, I just remembered something. I can't believe I never really noticed this before. I mean, I kind of have. And you'll see what I'm trying to say in a minute. But basically, I always thought like, oh yeah, we should, you can easily just put your Beyblade like this and keep it up. I never noticed, at least I don't think I have, until like literally a few weeks ago on Reddit, I saw someone posting about this. But apparently the reason why that this is curved, and again, I don't think I ever noticed this, which I'm kind of a little embarrassed about. I always noticed like how there was these different details and how this was curved. But the other day I saw someone posting on Reddit and they're like, was this always a thing? And I don't really remember it, because again, you can do this, but the Beyblade is going to be up. But yeah, that person, what they realized is that you can basically, sorry, this one's a little bit heavy, but yeah, so that's what that slant is there for. Yeah, let's not go with this one because this one's heavy. Here, let's go with this one. Yeah. So yeah, this is how, wow. This is how I always thought about. But yeah, so you have it like this, or just like that to display it. And I literally always thought about it like this. I never thought about just tilting it. And it makes such a huge difference. Like, look at this. It's prominent. It's looking right at you. It's like ready for you to grab. And, it's like a legendary Beyblade and you're about to go in an epic battle. Or like you're coming out of retirement or something. It's just so cool. I can't believe I really never noticed that. And then here's an example with this one. Again, like just look how tall this is, especially compared to this. So this is what I was trying to explain earlier, the height difference. So yeah, but yeah, you can even do that with him. Just relaxing. Sorry. So look at that, that's so cool. And then you just turn it to you. And it's just so cool. So if you really wanted to display your Beyblades like this, it's not just the Shogun Steel base, all the Metal Saga base had this. You literally can, and it's just really impressive. That's just so cool. I'm sorry, I love this. I can't believe I never really noticed this before. Again, I never really did this. Every now and then I would play around, just leave it like this, but I don't think I ever did this. That's so cool though. But okay, let's get on to the final Beyblade, which is Gladiator Behemoth. So we got the Behemoth logo over here. And I think this is another one that was also painted. So SP230GF. So again, the size for this was 200. I think it's millimeters in height. This is 230, so this is a taller Beyblade than forgot the name for this one. Where is it? Yeah, it's this one, Berserker Behemoth. So it's a taller Beyblade than that. But yeah, so we've got Warrior Wheel Behemoth, Elemental Wheel Gladiator, Spentrack SP230. This is actually a pretty good spin track. Spikes, and that's basically what it means. And you can see the underlying spikes. So Spike 230. Spike an aggressive height profile to attack from above. GF, so Giga Flat. Tips help provide fast attack speed. Again, Hasbro and Takaratomi really knew how to name these parts. Hasbro sucks naming parts in the Burst series so much. I really hope that for the new generation they do a naming system like this that actually makes sense and it's easier to remember, because even Takratomi with the burst one, the naming got really out of hand really quickly, and people kind of thought that that was going to be the case, even when the very first Beyblade Burst base released. But it got way more out of hand in the naming and the abbreviations for stuff. So hopefully they keep the abbreviations streamlined and something easier to remember and something a lot easier to pronounce. So yeah, guys, this is it. The last Shogun Steel Bay. Alright, we've got the card. Instructions. Ripcord. While I was waiting for the file to transfer over to my computer, I did straighten out, or try to straighten out some of the other ones, so I might as well just do this now. Originally, what you're supposed to do is run this under hot water and like keep like stretching it out, and it would work for the most part. But yeah, it's always funny seeing like the wonky like ripcords basically. And then we have this we can remove. It's a pretty nice gray launcher. And for anyone wondering how these would sound like, again, this is so comfortable to hold. And this little slot over here, and honestly, this is also an improvement over the Takratomi original light launcher or ripcord launcher, because the original one was literally just, yeah, there was no finger indent here. It was literally just following this, and it was smooth, so it didn't even really have like this little detail here. But yeah, this here is to attach into the launcher grip, and then there is a little clip that goes over here. I seriously still love these launchers so much. They're still comfortable to hold even without a grip. And we'll do one test launch. I don't know why these tools are so hard to remove. That's so weird. But alright, we've got this like ghostly pale white. It's a really cool take on a white tool. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so over here we've got GF, Giga Flat. Oh wow, this is flat. Wow. I don't think I have this tip, this performance tip, but wow. That's smooth, and that is really wide flat. Like, there was a flat, wide flat, and now Giga Flat. Like, this is really, really flat and really, really wide. Wow. That's impressive. This thing is probably a beast in its performance. So then we've got the 230 or SP230, right? Yep. So this is thick. Like, wow. Okay. So the spikes are underneath, and look at this detail. This is beautiful. I thought it would be around. But yeah, this looks amazing. It makes me think of the Kirby's performance tip. Then we've got Gladiator, which looks beautiful. And then, okay, so I guess there was a fourth element, and I guess this is wind. So 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air. So pretty cool. Avatar, basically. But yeah, this looks creepy, and it looks so cool. And again, this is Gladiator. And then Behemoth. This color scheme makes me think like it's clay. It kind of makes me think that Golem should have been colored this. It's an interesting color choice for this particular Beyblade. I think a purple would have been better. But yeah, so it's not bad. So we got the design there. But yeah, this just looks like mud and clay, but like even like the texture, like the way light reflects off of it, it's really interesting. I kind of like it though, but probably not the best color choice for this particular Beyblade, considering everything else is gray and purple with it. And then here we have the face bolt, which looks pretty cool. Again, the Metal Saga, even the anime is fantastic. So, yep, Metal Saga was great. Alright, so this is how it looks. Honestly, the purple contrast with this looks really cool. Still a really weird choice though. Again, I like it, I just don't think it fits it. Honestly, but this looks really cool too. I mean, look at that. That's really cool how all of this sticks out. Interesting. Alright, so before we put him, I do want to fix this. So let's just put Golem in his parts. But yeah, so this is it, guys. You know, a little bit nostalgic for me considering I never got these Beyblades before. So it's really, really cool. Is this? Yeah, this is Salamander. Okay. Alright, and we're going to keep Salamander in the regular wheel, warrior wheel up. Alright, here we go. So this is how Salamander looks. And then let's just put Bandit Golem. I think for Golem we'll keep the elemental wheel up. Okay. All right. Okay, we can get rid of this. All right. What did that tool? Oh, okay. All right. So here we have Behemoth. And now where did this face bolt go? I'm so confused. All right, I will be right back. And I am an idiot. I did not realize I put Behemoth on Gladiator. Or sorry, on Golem. Again, this I do not do. If it has, so yeah, this is not right. This is supposed to be Golem's face bolt because that's Golem's warrior wheel. So yeah, here we go. This actually fell and I didn't realize it. So there we go. And now this is correct. Again, like, see, like, this would have matched so well. But, alright. Also, a lot of people would put this in first and then the spin track, and that always bothered me. Like, no, put the spin track on first and then the face bolt, and then the performance tip, if the performance tip is not already attached to your spin track. Wrong tool. All right. This does not want to go in. All right, there we go. That's so satisfying. But wow, this is tall. Like, so much taller. Here, let me get these. So again, all right, here's the height difference between these two. Let me get a box. Okay, the tools are all the same size, but that's the height difference. See, that's the height difference. And now here's the height difference with Behemoth and Berserker. Yeah, it's tall. It is really, really tall. And there are some spin tracks that are like so small that the Beyblade would probably be hitting this. It's crazy. But yeah, this is just really impressive. And all right, I think it's time that we do a test launch, and I think we're gonna go with this one. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna go with Ninja Salamander. Also, another little thing I didn't like is people would put their Beyblades, and they still do this with Burst too, and they even did this with the Plastic Gen as well. I don't know why people do this in general with Beyblade. So this, you know, like when you're putting on a Beyblade, well, with nothing in here, this spins the other direction. To go to the right, it's locked. So, but now if we go to the right, you know, it goes back. But then once the ripcord is all the way in, this gets stuck. What people would do is they'll put the Beyblade on, and they will wound the Beyblade like and with this clicking. Like, do I really? No, I don't want to do that. So yeah, they put the Beyblade on, and then even though this is locked over here, it's not, you know, like it's not going anywhere else. They think that the Beyblade is not going to be stuck in there, so they literally put the Beyblade on, and they turn it until it like clicks like 3 times, and you're only damaging the launcher that way, and probably your Beyblade as well. All you gotta do for any Beyblade generation, just simply put the Beyblade on, turn, and that's it. You don't need to twist it, making it click so many times. Like, there's no need. So yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just that. Also, I love how these actually hold the Beyblade well. The burst ones is just like that long thing. So a lot of times they don't, like, they get jammed and stuff like that, and it's really annoying. But yeah, for the Metal Saga, perfect. Literally so easy. I don't know why they didn't keep this launching mechanic. But anyway, this is so exciting. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And that's so cool. That felt good. That was really cool. But yeah, guys, so these are some of the burst bays, or sorry, some of the Metal Saga bays I was missing. I'm really excited to finally have these. Hopefully I can get the other ones I'm missing that they didn't have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And these are now all of my Shogun Steel bays. So it's growing. There wasn't that many for Shogun Steel. This is probably a little bit more than half of them, I believe. So yeah, I'm almost there. Just got to get a few more. But thank you guys so much for watching this special. It came out a lot longer than I was trying to make it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really hope you guys look into these. Definitely check Amazon for them. And yeah, if you guys find any new in stock bays, or any, you know, Shogun Steel bays in general that I don't have here, please let me know how to get those where they're not super expensive. Because these were actually really cheap. They were probably like $12 on Amazon. But yeah, please let me know whatever ones you guys find that I'm missing here, and I'll, you know, go and get those. So thank you guys so much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.